Welcome to this video on the topic of simultaneous equations. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use your graphics calculators to solve systems of equations. To do this, we have three examples that I'm going to go through. Now in example A, we have y equals 2x minus 4 and y equals negative 1/3 x plus 3. Because we have two equations with two unknowns, we're able to find definitive values for both x and y. Now to do this, we're going to use two methods on our calculator. The first method will involve graphing both of these functions and looking for the point of intersection, where the point of intersection will tell us the values of x and y that will satisfy this system of equations here. The second method is I'll show you the simultaneous equation solver in the calculator. Now the first method, we simply need to bring up our calculators, go to the top menu by pressing menu, and then we click on 5 to go into the graphing feature here. Now next step is we have to put in the equations themselves in slope-intercept form. So y equals something. So it's going to be y equals 2x minus 4. And then the second one is going to be y equals negative 1/3 x plus 3. And then we need to graph. The point at which the two lines intersect each other is going to reveal the solutions for x and y for this system of equations. To graph this, all I need to do is go over to the button F6 for draw, and I'm going to click it. Now what you can see is it has indeed graphed it, however it hasn't shown the useful features of the graph here. What we need to do is manipulate the calculator to zoom to where we need to go to the intersection. So I'm going to press on F2 for zoom, then I'm going to press out, and I'll zoom out. And I'll keep doing it until I can see where the intersection occurs. Now what you can see is the intersection occurs here, so I'm going to go to zoom in, and I'm going to move it across to the intersection area. Then I'll go zoom and auto. And what you can see is it's focused in to show the detail of the intersection. Now the next step is I'm going to use the solving feature on this calculator. So I'm going to go down to F5 for Gsolve and click on that. Then it gives me a bunch of options. For me, I'm going to pick on intersection, so F5 again. What this will reveal is the location at which the two lines intersect each other. In this case, it's x equals 3 and y equals 2. So what I would write to solve this particular equation is I'd write, using calculator, x equals 3, y equals 2. 3 and 2. Alright, so this is the method we use to solve the equations graphically. Now there's another way we can do this as well. We can use a different feature called the solving feature, or the simultaneous solving feature. So if we go down to the bottom, we have, where are we? Equation. So for option A. So if we click on this guy, we've got an option. So we've got select type, simultaneous, polynomial, and solver. For us, we're going for F1, which is simultaneous. Now it asks us, how many unknowns are there? So we're dealing with x and y. So we're going to go two unknowns. Now for this tool here, the way in which we input the equation is very specific. It goes coefficient of x plus the coefficient of y equals a constant. So this is no longer slope-intercept form, but rather a form called general form. So it goes the x plus the y term equals the constant term. So to be able to use this tool, we have to rearrange over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my first equation, like so, and I'll write out y equals 2x minus 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange it in general form, so x plus y equals constant. To do that, I'm going to take 2x from both sides. This will yield minus 2x plus y equals minus 4. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by a negative 1. Reason for this is because in general form it's considered good practice to have a positive value of x. So it will be 2x minus y plus 4. And this is still system 1 or equation 1. Now for the second equation, we've got y equals negative 1/3 x plus 3. Rearranging, x has to go to the left, so we're going to add 1/3 of x. This will give us 1/3 x plus y equals 3. And if we want to, and we want to have a non-fractional x, we can times both sides by 3. So this is going to give us x plus 3y equals 9. And this is still our second form. Alright, now using the tool, we're going to get 2 minus 1, 4. So that's our first system, or first equation. Then the coefficients for the second one is going to be 1, 3, and 9. I'm going to go down to F1 and press solve. And what you can see is x is indeed equal to 3, and y is indeed equal to 2. So the solution holds up that we got over here. So this is two ways you can use to be able to solve simultaneous equations. Now, moving down, we have b over here. Now we're going to go two ways of solving this. We can use the graphical method, or we can use the equation solver. Using the graphical method, we need to arrange both equations into slope-intercept form. So to do that, I'll go equation 1, 3y equals minus 5x plus 9. Remember, for slope-intercept form, we have to equal or have y equal something. So I'll get rid of the coefficient in front of the y. To do that, I divide both sides by 3. So I get y equals negative 5/3 x plus, and 9 divided by 3 is just 3. So this is our first equation. Then our second equation is going to be 7 minus a half y equals 4x. We need to get rid of the 7, so we'll take 7 from both sides. Leaves us with a half y equals 4x minus 7. To get rid of the negative half, I'll multiply both sides by minus 2. This will yield y equals negative 8x minus positive 14. So this is the second. Putting this through the graphical method, we go up and we press 5. We get rid of these equations here because we don't need them anymore. And then we put in the first. So we're going to go negative 5 over 3. Whoops. X plus 3. Then the second one we're going to go negative 8x plus 14. Go for draw, and then we'll go for G-solve. So F5 and F5 again. The coordinates for this are 1.73684 blah blah blah, and y equals 0.105, and that's the approximate. So for this particular solution here, we don't have an exact value, so what we'll do is we'll do the approximate value. So I'll move this down for some more space. And we'll go using calc, x equals 1.74. And furthermore, y is approximately equal to 0.11. And we should specify 2 decimal places. Alright, so that's using the graphical method and looking for the intersection. The next method we can use is the equation solver. So we need to rearrange both of these equations in terms of general form. So we're going to go 3y minus, or 3y equals minus 5x plus 9. Then we have to move the x's to the left-hand side, so we'll add 5x to both sides. So it becomes 5x plus 3y equals 9. That's equation 1. For equation 2, we're going to have 7 minus a half y equals 4x. We need to move the 7 to the right hand side by taking 7 from both sides. And then we're going to take the 4x from both sides. So this will look like 4x take 7. That's negative a half y. And then down the bottom we're going to have minus 4x minus a half y, and that will equal minus 7. And then because we don't like having a negative x coefficient, we'll multiply both sides by a negative 1. Although we can still solve it when we're on this line here, by convention, general form, we don't have negative x. So we'll go 4x plus a half y equals positive 7. So this is our second equation. Now using the solving tool, we're going to go back to the top menu and we'll press the A button, which is represented here. We'll go for simultaneous, so F1. We have two unknowns, so F1 again. Then we're going to clear all of this. From there, we're going to go 5, 3, 9. So this guy here. Then the second one, so the second equation, we go 4, a half, and the 7. And we'll go solve, so press F1. And what you can see is the first one is 1.7368, which is roughly what we got over here, and y is 0.1052. Now the cool thing about this solving tool is what you can see is it's given you the fractional form over here, so 33 over 19 and 2 over 19. So really cool. So 33 and 2. Alright, question C. What you're first going to notice is that we're no longer dealing with x and y, but rather we've got a and b. What we're going to do to use this in our calculators is we're simply going to pretend that a is y and b is x. So doing that, we're going to rearrange and get ready to put it in the form to solve it graphically. So we'll go, equation 1 is 2a minus 3b plus 5 equals 0. Then to do this, we need to move the a to the left-hand side. So I'll take 2a from both sides. I'll swing the equation all the way about. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. This will yield a is equal to 3 over 2b minus 5 over 2. So that's equation 1. For equation 2, we're going to go 4b equals 3a plus 2. We need to move 2 to the left-hand side. This will give us 4b minus 2 equals 3a. Spinning it around, 3a equals 4b minus 2. And then dividing both sides by 3. We're going to get a is equal to 4 over 3. b minus 2 over 3. So this is equation 2. Throwing this in the calculator, we'll go to 5. First one is 3 divided by 2, x minus 5 divided by 2. Then the second equation is 4 over 3, x minus 2 over 3. Solving this, we're going to go to gsolve, intersect, and it will tell us the solutions 11 and 14. So we write using calc x equals 11 and y is equal to 14. And for this video, we'll leave it here as the other calculation is just repetitive. So in summary, what we've been able to do, or what we've looked at in this video, is how we go about solving systems of equations or unknowns in systems of equations using our graphical calculators.